evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is François Victor, and welcome to the NickyNick New York show. We welcome you as we do every Monday at 6 p.m. on channel 67, 82, the 42, or the 34. We have the pleasure to have with us today a musical group. I mean, three beautiful artists who sings mostly gospel music. And this is Cindy, Carlo, Paule. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. This is Paule, Carlo, and Cindy. And they say he's a well-known artist in the community. And you'll have the opportunity, thanks to the NickyNick New York TV, to have them on our screen. And you will also have the pleasure to see them again on December 17 on our gala at Rockaway Parkway in Queens. On December 17, they will have the honor to have them on our stage. Paule, let me start with you, a beautiful artist. Excuse me, but I like to sing, to express. When I say beauty, I say it. You know, actually, Paule, you are a singer, yes, correct? And then you sing mostly gospel.
I sing mostly gospel in church, but I also sing, love songs.
Oh, you do? Okay. How did you get involved in music?
Well, I started very early on when I was a child, about 5 to 6 years old. And I used to, my mom, she loved to listen to chansonnettes françaises in the house. And that's how I got started. I got the bug from listening to that.
I don't know. It seems to me it's a common sound. It seems that the church holds all the ingredients for the artist to grow. That's the miracle grow. God is with us, isn't it?
Yes, it's true.
Okay. And Carlo.
Yes, sir.
Paule just said that you are somebody who is well known already. Sounds like, but I can't wait to hear something. You know what I mean? Something. So therefore, how did you get involved in music?
Music is the same as Paule. It's since I was a little boy, and the Eucharistic brought me to church, and since then I've been singing for the church.
So everything comes from God, isn't it?
Everything comes
the
from
voice,
God.
the talent, and everything.
Yes.
So you sing simply gospel or also a love song?
I work with other producers, like for instance, I work with Doudou Chancy doing music for Haiti, like those type of engagé music, how we call them. And I do other stuff like songs to push people to do better, but it stays in the spiritual phase still.
And again, beautiful Cindy. I love the hair, by the way. You know, the hair and the smile also. Look at that denture. Oh, my God. Smile for the camera, will you? Cindy, it's a pleasure to have you. It seems that, when I see you, you are part of the group also, right? How did you start with music?
Well, when I was younger, I listened to all different type of artists, especially like Dusty Springfield, Dionne Warwick. And how I got into the gospel singing is I worked with some music director that works at Holy Family in Canarsie, here in Canarsie, and he asked me if I was in a choir, and I said no. I said, do you have a choir? And he said yes, and that's how I joined Holy Family. And I've been there 3 years, wonderful years, singing gospel music, and we have had concerts. I had a concert with Virginie and with Carlo, and the spirit just is inside me every day.
Let me think. I'm sure that you were in the back of the church and you pushed a sound so hard that you blew a window. You blew a window, and he couldn't help saying, "Wait a minute, are you in a choir?
Yeah.
Because we have one here."
Yeah, and it's been from the time I started till now. It takes me away from anything that's going on in my life that's negative, and it just brings out the feelings of, love and God and singing to God and His praises. Just
isn't that beautiful? Anyway, music is all that's what it's all about. It touches to God. It is given by God, and it is a gift indeed. I wish I could sing, because if I sing, they better open all the doors, because some people might jump to the windows. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm not gonna try. Don't worry. So we'll have the pleasure. Doesn't the group have has a name?
Oh no, not well.
Actually, no, not really. We're not really a group, but we come together sometimes when we have special projects. But we're all solo artists, and Sandy and I were both involved in the same choir too. But sometimes we work with Carlo and other artists when we need to do special projects.
So some of these projects involved, like the case of Haiti, like you say, like to stimulate people, like to understand better and all that, and through love songs and through gospel songs, you can do all that work. Isn't that true? Yes. So that's beautiful that all you join together for a project.
For one purpose.
Right? Yes. Thank you for thinking about Haiti. At least we do not forget it, and thank you, Sandy, for getting involved. And so on December 17, we have a gala. We call it a gala because we wanted something to be very prestigious. Men in black and women in red. And I better put my shade on, because I'll be blasted by beauties and sparkling colors. But actually, okay, I'm prepared to that. You'll be there with us?
Yes, we got the invitation, yes.
Okay, that's beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, as you see, this is Paule, Carlo, and Cindy. You have heard, and Cindy, right? You have heard how they have come together. They are different artists, but they all sing gospel songs, and also their inspiration comes from church, from God Himself. So therefore, the sound. Do we have a sample of something that can? Yes, are you gonna? Please send me home with something that I can be all day. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be right back with Paule, Carlo, and Cindy, who is gonna caress your ears with some beautiful sound. Okay, in a couple of minutes.
into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power
Welcome back to the NickyNick New York TV avec François Victor. We are today have the pleasure to stand with Paule, Carlo, and Sandy. Make sure I say